Okay, Panther Cubs, it is week 9, Monday. Number 1 says write in standard form 22,080. Number 2, what are the two missing numbers in this pattern? Number 3, what words make this statement true? A equal to, B less than, C greater than. And number 4, Quinn has $5 in her pocket. She spent $2.62 on a bracelet. How much change should she receive? If you have not done the 4 problems with the UPSC, please pause the video now and go back and finish the work. Okay, Cubs, so we need to write this number in standard form. Standard form just means the way that we're used to, normal number form. So 22,080. So there's a key word that we're looking for here, and that key word is thousand. The thousand tells me that I'm going to have the thousands house and a comma. I know my hundreds house has to have 3 digits. Let's fix this. My hundreds house has to have 3 digits. My thousands house maybe might have 3, but it doesn't have to. So I'm going to look at everything before the word thousand, and before the word thousand is 22. Now, if I want to write 22 in my thousands house, I know that 22 is 2 tens and 2 ones, and that's my number 22. Then I have the word 80. Well, I know 80 is 8 tens and 0 ones, so I'm going to put 80 in 8 tens and 0 ones. However, I have to have something on that hundreds line. How many hundreds does the number 80 have? Well, the number 80 doesn't have any hundreds, so we're going to put the number 0 there to hold the place. And really, if you wanted to, you could put the 0 there to hold the place of the no hundreds in 22, but because that's the front of the number, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Number 2 wants us to figure out the 2 missing numbers in the pattern. So I have to figure out what is this number sequence or this pattern counting by. So first I'm going to look to see, is this getting bigger or smaller to go from 51 to 45? Well, I know that that's smaller, so I know that my rule must be to subtract, because subtraction makes things smaller. Whereas addition, if it was getting bigger, addition would be our rule because that makes it bigger. So we know we're subtracting. So we're going to see what are we subtracting by. So we're going to count, or we could subtract however you want to do it. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to start at 51 and I'm going to count back to 45. So 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. So I need to know how many dots, how many numbers did it take to get from 51 to 45? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know my rule is take away 6. And if I check it with addition, I can go 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So that was 6 fingers. Okay, so now I need to go minus 6. 45 minus 6. So I can either do it my algorithm way and do the takeaway like that, or I can count backwards. I can go 45, 40, and make 6 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39. So I'm getting 39. Now I need to know the next number. It's still minus 6. So now I can do 39 minus 6. To get 33. So let's check it with this way. 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33. And to make sure that we're absolutely positive the rule is minus 6, we're going to go 33 and count back 6. to make sure that's 27. So 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. So the rule is correct, minus 6. We double checked to get our answer of 39 and 33. On this problem, we need to know what words make this statement true. So this is a comparing problem. So we're going to go place by place to figure out which is the bigger number. So I'm going to start at the biggest value. Both of these 5s are worth 5,000. Oh, and you can't see that, I'm sorry. 5,000. This 5 is also worth 5,000. Okay, then we have 0 hundreds, or 500. Well, I know that I would rather have 500 than 0 hundreds. So I know that this is going to be bigger. So now I need to read that like a book. So I'm going to say 5. So this is our smaller number, and this is our bigger number. 5,095 is smaller than or is less than 5,509. So is less than is our final answer. So our answer is B as in boy. And lastly, number 4. So we need our UPSC. It says Quinn has $5 in her pocket. She spent $2.62 on a bracelet. How much change should she receive? So I'm going to go sentence by sentence to figure out what is important. Quinn has $5. So we're going to say, we know that numbers are usually important. So I'm going to say she has $5. Second sentence, she spent $2.62 on a bracelet. I don't really care what she's spending it on. I just need to know how much and what she's doing with it. And then the question is always important. How much change? And there's my key word. How much change? So change, remember, is how much money is she getting back? Because if it only costs $2.62, she gave the cashier some extra money, and she's going to want that extra money back. So we need to figure out how much extra money did she pay? How much extra money is the cashier giving her back? So depending on your preference, there are 2 different ways you can solve this. You could add up from $2.62 to $5, or you can subtract. So I know most of you prefer the subtraction in this case, but we'll do it both ways so that we can see both ways done. So you're going to pick either choice 1 or choice 2. They're both should give you the same answer. Okay, it's just 2 different ways to solve the problem. All right, so let's go. The subtraction is probably the quicker, so we'll do that one first. $5 minus $2.62, or I mean, most of you probably did subtraction, so we're going to start with that one. So I'm going to circle where my bigger number is. More on the floor. Go next door to borrow 10 more. Well, no one's home next door, so I'm going to go down the street. I'm going to take one of those dollar bills and I'm going to trade it in for 10 dimes, because 10 dimes make up $1. That still doesn't help me with the 0 takeaway 2. So I now have a neighbor next door, so I can borrow one of those dimes and turn it into the pennies that I need. 1 dime is equal to 10 pennies. So I'm going to do 10 take away 2 is 8. Circle my bigger number. More on top. No need to stop. 9 take away 6 is 3. Decimal point to separate our dollars and our change. More on top. No need to stop. 4 take away 2 is 2. Now we're going to check that to make sure that our answer of $2.38 is correct. So I'm going to take the bottom number and I'm going to add, since it was subtraction, I'm going to add the middle number. And hopefully I get $5. 1 and 3 is 4, 4 and 6 is 10. 2 and 2 is 4, and 1 is 5. So if you did subtraction, that's what your answer would look like. Okay, I know most of you did that. Pay attention when you're doing the subtraction. One, that you put the bigger number, the amount that she paid, on top. Okay, a lot of you are doing the amount that she spent on top, and bigger number always has to go on top. The second thing to be careful of is subtracting across your zeros, because some of you are not coming over to the hundreds to borrow, or you are borrowing from there but not actually crossing it out and changing it. Okay, so those of you who did adding up, if you did subtraction, you can stop there. Those of you who did adding up, we're gonna check that now. So we need to start at $2.62, and we're gonna go all the way to 5. Okay, so my goal is to get to the nearest 10. So after 262, what's my nearest 10? So don't worry about the dollars, 62 cents. My next 10 would be 70. So I'm gonna go from $2.62 to $2.70. I need to figure out how much money was that. $2.62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cents. Now I want to get to the nearest dollar. Well, what's the next dollar after $2.70? Well, that would be the next dollar after 2 is 3. So to get from 70 to $3, we're going to count by tens. So we go 70, 80, 90, $3. So that was 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s. 3 10s is equal to 30 cents. Now we need to do $3 to $5. How many dollars does it take to go from 3 to 5? Well, I know 3, 4, 5, so that's $2. Okay, and so I'm now going to put all of my jumps together. So I have $2 plus 30 cents. I'm sorry, you can't see that. Plus 8 cents. Now be careful that the 8 cents is going in the penny column, not in the tens column, because if you put 8 here, that's saying 80, and 8 cents and 80 cents are not the same thing. So 008 is 8, 03 and 0 is 3, 2 and nothing is 2, so we should still get the answer $2.38. We haven't gone over how to subtract backwards on a number line, so we're not going to check that.